You guys, on this wonderful Wednesday, multicultural Wednesday, wonderful Wednesday, I am continuing this book, the Feelings book. I'm continuing it, The Care and Keeping of Your Emotions, and it is written by Dr. Lynda Madison and is illustrated by Josée Masse. And I'm going to continue this book just a little bit further in because I think it's a great book for you guys to get to know your feelings and what to do about your feelings. So I'm going to just read a little bit more. But first, a shout out to my grandbabies, Korea, Sanaa, David the Third, and Kaden. I love y'all and I miss you so much with all my heart. Alexa, what time is Audrey's reading area?
Audrey Reads in her area live at 5, and please subscribe.
That's Live, live at 5. Won't you subscribe to Audrey's reading area? You know I got two cards. Audrey's reading area on YouTube. Go to YouTube, look for Audrey's reading area, and smash that subscribe button. All right, you guys. I'm going to just jump right into this book because it is exciting. It is educational and cultural. And so the next page is holding it all in. Holding it all in. When you feel rotten, it may seem easier just to ignore the bad stuff and hope it goes all away. You just hope it all goes away. But a smart girl knows that's not the way to go. When you're really upset, you may be tempted to just lie face down on your bed and ignore the world. Even doing the things you know will help, such as exercise or talking, may seem like too much work. But the truth is, keeping your emotions inside, especially the negative ones, only make you feel worse. Constant stress can even increase your chances of getting sick when colds and flu bugs are going around. Your mind can suffer too. The more anxious you get, the more things you notice to be anxious about. You might have trouble making simple decisions, such as what to wear or what homework assignment to do first. You might get cross with people who try to help you or give up doing things you ordinarily think are fun. The good news, you can get rid of that anxious feeling so that your emotions don't interfere with eating, learning, sleeping, and doing all the other great things waiting for you out there. How do you really feel? When your feelings are out of control, you can't think clearly. It's smart to give yourself a chance to dig a little deeper into your emotions. Thinking things through helps you avoid doing or saying things you will regret later. It can help other people understand you better, and it can help you find solutions to problems you might think are unsolvable. Mm-hmm. What's your reaction? Do you blow up at the drop of a hat, or do you keep your true feelings hidden inside? For each situation, pick the reaction that is closest to the way you would probably respond. So, number one, it says you are trying to study. Your brother keeps coming into your room, messing with your games. You aren't getting anything done. What do you do now? What do you do? A, B, or C? A is scream at him to get out now. B, call your friend and tell her what a pain he is. Or C, clench your jaw and try to ignore him. What do you guys do? I think I do A, scream at him. Here's the answers. It says, if you had mostly A answers, you tend to wear your feelings on your sleeve or anywhere else people can see them. It's great that you don't hold things in, but take care not to react too quickly and shut down communication with another person. If you immediately act angry when underneath it all you are actually sad, hurt, or scared, Other people will get the wrong impression about how you feel. Pay attention to how your behavior affects others. You might not realize that you say or do thoughtless things that hurt the people around you. Number 2, your teacher is passing back tests and pauses at your desk. And by the way, it has something to say about A, B, or C, or A, B, and C. So whichever one you picked, just pause and read what it says. I'll read B after I read number 2. Your teacher is passing back tests and pauses at your desk. When you take the paper, a big red mark shows that you failed. You do what? A, B, C, or D? A, pound your fist on your desk so loudly that half the class turns around. B, check with other kids around you to see how they did. C, slide down in your chair, then slink out of the class as soon as you can. So I'm going to read B, the talker. If you had mostly B answers, you let your feelings out by being chatty. So A, all of these answers go for every single one of these questions. I'm just reading them one at a time. So it says, good. At least they aren't just tumbling around inside of you. Talking to others can help you sort through what you are feeling. But be careful not to speak before you think. Or you could say things you regret later. Take time to think about whether you are talking to people who actually want to hear what you have to say. That's true. And make sure your words are not hurtful in some way. And don't let your chattiness keep you from figuring out how you really feel. So now I'm going to read number 3. You open a big white envelope with your name on it and learn you won $100 in a drawing contest. There's A, B, C, and D. No, there's A, B, and C. A, jump into the air and let out a whoop, whoop, whoop. B, call all the people you know and tell them the news. I don't do that. Or C, smile to yourself and head straight for the bank. That would be me. So I'm going to read C on the next page. The private eye. If you had mostly C answers, you may be great at solving problems by yourself on your own schedule. Or you might be a very quiet or private person who does not want to burden others with your feelings. This can be fine as long as you don't have a storm of emotions going on inside. If you do, you want to get your feelings out where you can take a good look at them so that they don't build up to the point that they make you ill. This is the truth. You might want to talk to others about how you feel so they can offer help if you need it. These are answers A, B, or C. And I'm going to read the last question on here. Question number 4. You watch a scary movie after everyone else is in bed. And then see shadowy figures in the closet every time you open your eyes. You, A, B, or C. A, burst out of the bedroom like a ghost is at your heels. B, wake your parents and tell them you can't sleep. Or C, lie there shivering for as long as it takes to go to sleep. Which one do you do? Well, just remember your answers. Put it in your backpack. I'm going to read this to you. I will let you pause and read. I'm going to read the first part and you can pause the rest and read it. It says, you may not always be able to deal with your emotions right away. Sometimes it's okay to let them rest for a little while until you have time to deal with them. So go ahead and pause and read this. By the way, I am just looking at those milk and cookies looking so good, right? Pause and read. Sorting it out. The feelings that make your backpack the heaviest aren't always the most obvious ones. It says keep a journal, fill in the blank, talk to someone, make a why else list, and think of how others have resolved their feelings. So go ahead and pause and read what each one of these say. Pause and read. Talking it out. I might read this one to you guys. I read this one. Talking it out. Because that is helpful. Talking it out, sitting down with someone who cares, can make you feel better and help you see your problems in a new light. Talking to someone about your worries can help you feel less alone. You may open up to mom or dad, a friend, an aunt, or your best friend's mother, whomever you choose. Knowing that someone cares about you and wants you to feel better can help lighten your load. If talking with your friends and family doesn't make you feel better, it is probably time to get professional help. Therapists, psychiatrists, and psychologists talk to you about your emotions, and counselors. I'm going to add counselors. It doesn't say that, but I'm going to throw that out there. You got school counselors that you could talk to, and teachers that you can talk to. Therapists, psychiatrists, and psychologists talk to you about your emotions and help you solve puzzles about why you feel and act the way you do. A therapist talks to you, and often to your parents, and helps you cope with difficult experiences. A psychiatrist is a doctor who often uses medication to treat mental and emotional disorders. A psychologist is a doctor who helps you learn to change your thoughts and behaviors. When your thoughts or feelings interfere with the important things in life, getting help is simply the smart thing to do. And I think that's all I'll read. You guys want me to read another page? The real world. The real world. You can pause and read, but I'm going to read a little bit to you. Katie has been upset a lot lately. A psychologist helps her understand what's really bothering her and what she can do to feel happier. Katie was angry all the time. Her parents brought her to see a psychologist after she trashed her bedroom in a rage. They all agreed Katie was mad that she had come in second in the gymnastic meet the week before instead of in her usual first place. Since then, she had been mean to her parents and testy with her sister, and she had failed a quiz in school. Katie was nervous at first, but after spending a few minutes telling the therapist about herself, she felt a little calmer. Then she started talking about coming in second in her gymnastics meet. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to read you the scenario. Well, you can read it with me. It says, Katie said, I am so mad. Let me fold this back. Katie says, I am so mad. Those judges are really dumb. I'm a better gymnast than those other girls are. I should have won. Therapist says, are you angry because you think the judges were wrong? Katie says, well, I'm not mad at them, I guess. It's just that I usually win. Therapist says, it sounds like you're feeling a little disappointed. Katie says, I guess so. I'm not perfect, you know. I shouldn't always have to get first place in these meets. Therapist says, someone said you had to get first place? Katie says, well, no, but my parents act that way. They're so proud and they brag so much when I win. Therapist, so you think they're disappointed? It sounds like you may feel ashamed because you think you let them down. Katie, yes, it's really embarrassing. I'm better than that. They know it and I know it. There it is. Katie had acted angry, but actually she was disappointed, embarrassed, and ashamed that she had let her parents down, or thought she had. The interesting thing was, once Katie talked to her parents about how she felt, she discovered they weren't disappointed in her at all. They didn't expect her to be the best all the time. They didn't even realize they were acting differently when she came in second. They were afraid that Katie would be sensitive to her loss and that it would seem insincere if they acted excited about her second place win. All they really wanted for her was for her to have all they really wanted was for her to have a good time, which she did more often once she took the pressure off herself. Katie's name and her interests have been changed to protect her privacy. So it's a true story, just the names have been changed. So, wow. I guess that's all I'll read today, because this book's got a whole lot more. But thank you for tuning in to Audrey's Reading Area today. All right, all right, all right. I hope that you join me every single day, Monday through Friday. I'm live, Live. I'm live at 5. Yes, join me like how my mom does. Thanks, Mom. Join, yeah, and share my videos like how my friend does, Victoria. Yes, please share. Please go to YouTube. Look for Audrey's Reading Area. Audrey's Reading Area. Smash that subscribe button for me. And listen and enjoy. And tell everybody about it too. Tell everybody to smash that subscribe button. And I will see you again tomorrow live. Let's do it together. Live. That's live at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Live at 5. Tomorrow here at Audrey's Reading Area. See you then.